Welcome to this chart basic video about Uranus. Uranus is the symbol showing up here in the chart that looks like a little spaceship. It is down here in the bottom, and the casting of the chart is for today of the recording, which is August 29th, 2019. It is appearing in the fourth house of this particular chart, and I've left the sun in place so that when I do the movement, you can see its speed in relation to the actual sun. Uranus represents wisdom, revolution, unconventional behavior. It is considered the first of the generational points. It was also one of the points that was not discovered until we had telescopes. So the points that were common to classical astrology were the sun up through Saturn, which could be seen with the visible eye. Uranus was one that was discovered in the 19th century, and it represented the time of its discovery was parallel with the Industrial Revolution. And so it has long since been considered a point dealing with revolutionary energy. At the time that this chart was cast, it is currently in Taurus, and as of today, it is currently retrograde. And the Taurian energy with Uranus is what would be revolutionary with regard to the land, food, the things that we count on for our security. We could see during this particular transit a revolution in how the land is developing or is used. We could see revolutions that are part of our daily lives that could affect us, including finances and technologies that are part and parcel of how we get through the day. And this energy moves quite slowly. What I'm going to do is advance it. It takes 84 years for Chiron to come back around on itself. So even as I advance this a year at a time, we can see that the movement is advancing so that in an 8-year period, that the point will move through a sign roughly every 8 years, and it will bring about some sort of significant change in something to do with revolutionizing that energy. And previously it was in Aries, and while Uranus was moving through Aries, it meant a lot of breakthroughs. And if we think about things that occurred during the time that Uranus was in Aries, which was basically from 2010, 2011 to 2018, it went into Taurus in 2019. We saw a number of breakthroughs, including things such as the emergence of Bitcoin. We've seen real progress done with regards to driverless cars. Uranus is also an energy that is associated with science and electricity. And so where it appears in our chart, there's something revolutionizing about that group of people that were born with Uranus in that sign during that period of time. My group, I was born in 1968. We're part of the Uranus energy that was in Virgo, which meant revolutions in the medical field, revolutions in practical application of ideas, the invention of certain new things that came into existence that were part and parcel of our everyday lives. So the Virgo energy was about service. It was about revolution in areas of service, and the changes that were brought about were very practical to individuals. And so wherever Uranus happens to be at the time of one's birth or as it is transiting through one's chart means that it is going to force some sort of epiphany or revolution in the individual's energy. The significant part of Uranus actually comes not from its return, as many people will not make it to 84 years, but actually at the 40 to 44 time when Uranus opposes itself, and it is oftentimes known as a midlife crisis period. And generally speaking, what happens with Uranian opposition is that for women, it will open up the throat chakra and encourage them to speak up for themselves. And for men, it actually will open up the heart chakra, and they will have more attachment to their feelings and more awareness of their feelings. So it's the Uranian opposition between 40 and 44 that is really one of the major life transits that we experience in our journey. Thank you for joining me for another basic introduction to a point in the astrology chart and its movement and meaning in the signs.